Hey guys, it is 31 Days of Tarot for 2019, and this is prompt number 6. Number 6 prompt is the deck you finally crossed off your wish list in 2018. And for me, that was a first edition Rosetta Tarot by M.M. Aline. She's also the creator of the Tabula Mundi. She's also one of the co-hosts on the Fortune's Wheelhouse podcast, which if you've been part of my channel, you know that I also run a Facebook group devoted to that podcast and how wonderful it is. But I missed out on the first edition, and so when I got into the Rosetta Tarot, the only edition that was available and is still currently available is the Papyrus edition. So all the titles are in hieroglyphs. There's kind of like a tan border around the cards, and I just didn't love it. And it's not that I didn't love the artwork on the cards. I have 5 copies of this deck. I love the artwork. I just didn't like the borders, and it made me disconnect when I was reading with it. So I have a bunch of the mini deck that had the black border still, and I love that deck. I use it all the time. There's always one in my bag. I love it. But this year, somebody was selling a first edition, and that was like my major want for tarot. So I'll show you guys a couple of them, because I don't know if I've ever showed it off on here, but this is a regular full-size tarot deck. Black borders, and yes, I use it all the time. It's super rare. It was very expensive. Relatively very expensive. Everything's expensive to me. But I do use this all the time because it's one of my favorite decks. I'm just going to show off some of the cool cards. I love it. It's very, this is one of my favorite decks ever. It's kind of like a love letter to the Thoth deck. And it very much has her own artwork in it too. But it is also, you will see shades of cards and art pieces that made it into the Tabula Mundi. And you will see some of these cards are very much like this High Priestess, very much like the Thoth cards. And so it's just kind of got this great mix, and I love the artwork, and it's amazing. This one is very much like the Thoth discs. Even the same, obviously same color palette because she uses the Golden Dawn color scales. But yeah, so this was my lemming. This was my one deck that I wanted, that I never thought I'd get, and I finally got my hands on in 2018, just a couple of months ago, actually. So thank you to the lovely lady that sold it to me. You have made my collection complete. All right, guys, I will see you tomorrow for the next 31 Days of Tarot tag.